Today, we talk about why I love losing subscribers. So, for those that aren't as privy to my numbers, I'm not a stats guy. I'm not a analytics guy. I really don't look at my YouTube analytics, but I do. I don't track my subscriber count, but I definitely, I do the whole refresh my page every day, a few times a day, just to make sure that the number keeps climbing up. But I don't keep track of how many subscribers did I get today? How many was it compared to yesterday? Is the trend upwards? Are we doing well? Because I don't monetize my channel yet. And on that note, I just want to give a quick informal shout out to y'all for the 10K subscriber. Thank you. I'm saving a dedicated video for the 11K subscriber video, but and I think I got to start looking towards the monetization aspect of it. I think things are getting bigly real at this point. But my point is, I don't like to focus on the numbers, because I found myself not only happier as a person, but just more content with my content. Because I'm not doing it for the numbers. I'm doing it just purely for, what I desire to do at that time. When you're not getting paid and this is something you do on your off hours after working a very stressful job, constant travel, it's just like, I don't owe anyone anything. I'm doing this for you guys. And also because I personally enjoy it, obviously, but for me to enjoy it, I have to do it my way. So back to the subject of this video, I notice sometimes when I do refresh my feed that I lose subscribers sometimes just one at a time, sometimes 4 or 5 at a time. But inevitably that number eventually catches back up to where it was, and not only that, but surpasses it, obviously, because we keep growing. Now, why do I love seeing subscriber loss? I don't freak out. I don't lose my shit. I actually love it. I love seeing losing subscribers, because it tells me that that person really didn't fuck with me that hard. I only want to accumulate subscribers that really fucks with me hard, because it was confusing to me sometimes, like, oh, I have 10K subscribers, but each video is only getting a few hundred views. So you have to correlate that these subscribers are coming to you for all different types of reasons, especially a channel like mine that's very varied. But ultimately what I'm after is I want to attract people to the energy I'm putting out, regardless of the topic of said video. So sometimes I'm doing stand-up, sometimes I'm doing sneakers, sometimes fashion, sometimes brand history, sometimes goofy skits and bullshit. It's just like sometimes medical-ish. And I just want to continue to attract a crowd that really just fucks with me. The last thing I want to do, and I've started to notice this the more I delve into this world and the more people I meet in general, is you find that a lot of people are living behind this facade. They're living behind this fake personality they've built behind this lens right here. And it's sad, because now they're living up to a standard that's not them. And that's got to be a miserable existence, because that's, I don't care how big I get. I don't care if I end up on TV. I don't care, whatever happens. I'm just so glad I've built my platform my way and haven't been uncomfortable with losing people along that way, because with each loss, I've still gained new subscribers that are messing with what I am doing. So I don't want to entertain those that are with me for a certain reason, because that puts me in a box to have to produce certain kind of content. And if I'm not feeling that content that time, I'm just going to be miserable and depressed, just trying to put together these videos that I feel like people expect, but they may not even be that into, because they're not that committed to me, because it's that simple for them to just unsubscribe. It's that quick. It's that easy. So, I really want to just do me and attract those to me that fucks with me, and that's it. So that's why I think it's a good idea to start thinking about loss of subscribers differently if you're a growing channel, or you really don't know who you truly are. And I don't fully truly know who I am, but with every day I know more about who I am. And of course, part of that luxury is that I'm older now, but especially for you youngins, you have to not be afraid to lose subscribers. I remember talking to some people who were really trying to grow their account, and then they really solely did a meme page, and they were really afraid to post their face or post something goofy that they were doing in their own lives, because they're like, yo, I don't know who the fuck is going to want to see this, and I don't want to lose subscribers because I started posting something I wanted to post, actually. And just, that's fucking sad, man. Really? You're afraid about losing someone that doesn't give a shit about you? They really are only there for your memes. And now that the memes are lacking, they're going to disappear. Why would you want that person around? What is that person doing for you? I mean, I understand if it's like a monetary thing, like you're trying to pay bills and ish, but like that goes back to, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. And if that's the life you want to live, kind of like people who go to a 9 to 5 job, it's like you don't really want to be there, but you're there because you have to be there. You have a duty to do to break bread for the family. You know what I mean? Like that's part of what that is. So if you're okay with taking on that challenge of doing things you don't want to do, then you have to accept that this is more of a job than like an art form and a creative expression. Obviously, those lines are a little grayish and murky and blurred, but it is what it is. I hope you understand the ethos of what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, bottom line is, you should view losing subscribers as a good thing because those are people that really didn't fucks with you that hard. And what you really should be after is a core fan base that really supports and loves and agrees with what you're doing, for lack of better, vernacular. Not to have blind supporters, but it's just like you want to be yourself so that you can attract people to who you truly are. Because honestly, with me doing that and learning to let go of doing like the trending topics and being who I wasn't in videos, and it's all the learning process, right? Because coming from a background of math and science and then delving into the creative arts, let alone cinematography, videography, whatever, and trying to like learn as you go and trying to figure out who you are in that realm and learning how to be comfortable on camera and all that ish. It can be a very harrowing process, especially when you realize you are very fucking alone in that process. As much help as you may have, and I hope to God that you have a ton of like help and support among friends, colleagues, family, whatever. But for those of you that don't, which I imagine would be a vast majority of you, because I've done this now and I realize how lonely this shit is. No matter how much people fucks with you, they will not fucks with this that you're doing as much as you are. You have to just accept that. It has to mean that much to you. And it wasn't until I started to just put down barriers and just be more raw and just be more myself and just not care about the imperfections of my project, let alone me, that not only did I actually start to see even more organic growth at a faster rate, but I was more happy. And when I was losing subscribers, it just wasn't phasing me because I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. If you don't like what I have to say, get the fuck out of here. Go do something better with your life. Who gives a shit? Like what how serious is this issue anyway, right? And that then, transferred over to the real world where I was able to just be myself around regular people. I was able to have more small talk. I was able to just be my goofy, cringy self around regular folk and realize like if they weren't willing to accept that back in the day, that would have hurt my self-esteem a lot. I'd been like, fuck man, no one accepts me. But by being myself and growing this audience on here, that's helped me have positive feedback in terms of, hey, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to just be weird. Just whatever, as long as you're not hurting people, as long as you're not, have a malicious intent. And I can understand how like maybe some things I say may be hurtful or offensive to some people or maybe get misconstrued. And that's just the nature of human beings, just, game of telephone, am I right? But as long as your intentions are good, you could always overcome that. And people who really mess with you and aren't just subscribing for certain kinds of content, for example, and really subscribing for you as a person, they will be able to see your humanity through that if you are genuine. So that's what I wanted to communicate. Hope that's helpful for anyone that's trying to make it on YouTube. And I by far means I'm not making it by any stretch of the imagination, but it's been just a great tool I've been using in just my regular life just to be comfortable. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be on stage doing stand-up now because I would just I never would have felt funny myself. I never would have felt charismatic or able to carry that through. And that's been its own challenge. Learning to command an audience, learning to be live and not have the luxury of editing and do-overs and stuff and having people's live reaction right then, right there. And it's all you up there. That's it. You don't get the help of this camera or Final Cut Pro or music or memes or nothing. You just got to do what you got to do. So it's all been just such a fascinating process to go through. And it's just been an interesting part of my life of late. I almost feel reborn. But I feel like this is delving into a separate topic. So I really want to keep this focused on the loss of subscribers as a subject. I think you just have to be, I think it kind of does actually, because you just realize like you can make mistakes, you can fuck up, you can say things that maybe not everyone agrees with, but that's okay because not everyone's going to agree with everything. Not everyone's going to fucks with everything. You're just going to be better off attracting people to you that want to be around you and just being yourself so that, you can be comfortable with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be depressed. You don't want to be like stuck in this world of just hurt and sadness and self-esteem issues and self-sabotage. Because I feel like it just gets so easy to do in this world, especially in the current climate we live in. But I'm hoping to do my part to kind of help show that that's something that can be overcome. Like, there is a way around that. Yeah, it is what it is. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Peace.